What is going on, full-time family? We are going to be talking some MMA. Yes, we are going to have our cake and eat it too. This is for the fellow hardcore and even the casual MMA fans that might be coming in that are new to the channel. We've got a lot of new subscribers in the last week from our divorce video, which, hey, if you're not a fan of MMA, where we're still going to be talking about intersexual dynamics between modern men and modern women. This just might not be the video for you, but I do appreciate you guys. So with that being said, before we get started, do your boy a favor and hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and also the notification bell if you haven't yet. Don't be a baby back, bagel biting beta male, because you know what time it is. It is full-time MMA, and we've got some things to talk about. We're going to be talking about UFC Brunson versus Holland, giving a quick recap. I wasn't able to watch the fights live because I went out with a couple of guys from work, and we went bowling and stuff and whatnot. So I missed the fights last night. But next weekend, we have UFC 260, Miocic versus Ngannou 2. And, of course, our boy Sean O'Malley is on the card. Y'all see me shining? Y'all see me shining. I'm telling y'all, hey, now that I moved out my place, my ex is doing everything in her power to keep me in her life, which I'm fine with, like I said, but you got to get a whole lot of get right and a whole lot of act right before I even consider letting you stay around. I'm not moving back in. I don't see myself ever doing it, cohabitating again. If we stay having a relationship, it's going to be me in my own place, you in your own place, and it just works out a lot better like that. And like, so she gave me my birthday gifts early. She bought me a couple pairs of shoes, a couple outfits, got me this little watch right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little big because I've been losing weight, but hey, I'll take it. It looks good. So this stream, we're going to be talking about MMA, though. So let's get into Brunson versus Holland, what just happened last night. We're just going to go over the results. We had Derek Brunson winning a unanimous decision over Kevin Holland. I know he used a lot of his ground game in the recaps and the highlights that I saw. We had Max Griffin versus Song Kenan. He got him in a first-round KO TKO. Max Griffin, the UFC veteran. We had Montserrat Ruiz, both of these two new female fighters. Ruiz won via unanimous decision, and then Adrian Yanez, who had a couple nice TKOs from the Contender Series. I know he got a third-round KO TKO over Gustavo Lopez. And then Tai Tuivasa, I did see that fight. First round KO TKO. That's about when I left to go to the bowling alley and bar and grill. So I did see Tai Tuivasa's first round KO TKO. CFR Network in the building. What's going on, brother? So that was last night's fights. Did just want to go over those results briefly. We're coming up on a big pay-per-view next weekend, guys. This is going to be a good fight card. We've got the heavyweight title between Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou. This is a rematch. Stipe Miocic, the longest reigning defending UFC's heavyweight champion in heavyweight history, taking on Francis Ngannou. He won the first fight pretty handedly, as Stipe Miocic did. But this fight, man, Francis Ngannou has just been knocking everybody out on his way back to this rematch. And it's hard to pick against Ngannou, man. It's hard to pick against Stipe. It's hard to pick against Ngannou. I don't even want to make a pick. I just want to watch that fight because I don't know how I could pick against Stipe Miocic. Yeah, I think I got to just take Stipe, but at the same time, I won't be surprised at all if Francis Ngannou comes in here. He's had a lot of time to work on his game, a lot of more training. There's going to be a whole nother monster coming into here, so I am worried for Stipe Miocic, low-key. We've got former UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley taking on Vicente Luque. I like this fight. Vicente Luque is one of the dogs of the welterweight division. He's been putting in work. He's definitely a worthy opponent for Tyron Woodley, who is, I believe, still riding. Is he still riding a 3-fight losing streak, or did he actually come back and pick one up? Let's check this out. Tyron Woodley. He might be riding a 3-fight losing streak, getting dominated in like every single round, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's came back and picked up a W. He's just been getting dominated round by round by round. I think the stat came out. He hasn't won one round since he dropped the song "I'll Beat Your Ass." Yeah, three fights, 3 dominant losses in a row. Most recently finished by Colby Covington. Tyron Woodley this might be a win or go to Bellator type fight for him. I mean, he is part of the commentary team, but his fighting career, I mean, he's got a lot of other things going on. I don't even know if he still does TMZ and shit like that, but he was doing TMZ commentary. He was doing his music career, acting, and it showed that he couldn't do that and also train as hard as he did to become the welterweight champion. So Tyron Woodley taking over Vicente Luque, that's a good fight. We were going to have Brian Ortega versus Volkanovski, but Volkanovski did test positive for COVID, and he's out of the UFC title fight. So we will not have that second title fight, but we will have Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. I love this fight because Thomas Almeida is a mutual opponent of Cody Garbrandt, and I believe if Sean O'Malley can get a emphatic win with this against Thomas Almeida, it could possibly set him up for that Cody Garbrandt fight, which I would love to see. They've got heat, just a former title challenger for Sean O'Malley. That would just do wonders for his already lucrative career as far as upcoming rising stars. Sean O'Malley's already a millionaire, I'm pretty sure. I mean, between Twitch and sponsorships and viral KOs and just being a smart marketer, he knows what he's doing as far as the business aspects. Sean O'Malley's making some money out here, and if he can get a win over here and potentially set up a Cody Garbrandt fight, who knows? You know, the sky's the limit for this kid because he's definitely got what it takes to be a superstar. So Sean O'Malley, I'm going to be rooting for him. Of course, we've interviewed him a few times for the channel, so make sure you check those out if you haven't. And then these guys have no business being on a pay-per-view. These guys probably shouldn't even be. I mean, they could be on the prelims. Kama Worthy's got a couple good wins over Luis Pena and over Devontae Smith, but, dude, these guys are not UFC pay-per-view caliber. They must just be putting them on here so we can get a finish on here, man, because Jamie Malarkey and Kama Worthy, bro, come on. Kama Worthy lost to Manaz Aitar, but he beat Pena and Smith. Those are two good wins. So UFC caliber, but pay-per-view, no. Jamie Malarkey, on the other hand, has lost both of his UFC fights and was fighting a guy that was 3-3 before the UFC. Like, what? What are you doing here? Is this just to get Kama a win? Like, are they just getting Kama a win for some reason? I guess. But I have got no idea why these guys are on this pay-per-view at all. I mean, the card's not very stacked. Aside from O'Malley and Stipe and Woodley and them, you got William Knight versus Manafield. That's a pretty good fight as far as, you know, it could be a good fight. You know, there's definitely going to be a lot of power in that fight, which tends to light heavyweight fight. Two guys, potential challengers. We need some new, fresh talent in that division. Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldie. Jared, Khabib's cousin, Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Why would he not be on the pay-per-view? Pump him up there. That dude's a beast. Versus Jared Gooden. That's a good match. Jillian Robertson versus Miranda Maverick. I mean, you could really put that up there. Shane Young. Okay. These guys aren't, no one really, especially new people, they don't know who those guys are. What's going on, T-Bone in the chat? Ooh, Vadmoer, let's go. Yeah, but that is the card coming up. Now we're going to get into some news topics. Dana White, Khabib Nurmagomedov is officially retired. Let me make sure that these sounds don't play. Desktop audio turned off. Okay. Hopefully my shit's not been too loud. Has it been? Oh, yeah. My shit's probably been peaking. Let me turn this down. Hopefully I haven't been too loud, have I, guys? I think I have. I'm turning it down a little bit. Hey. He says, sorry if this is bad timing to say this. I just discovered your channel today, and I am really excited to watch your new journey out of your toxic relationship with the M-Dub. M-Dub, let's go. Rooting for you. Congrats. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, my roots were talking mixed martial arts, and so I still want to kind of stick with that, but I'm definitely going to be talking about the dynamics, the intersexual dynamics of M-Dubs and modern men. We're going to break it down, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down, and I got to stay on it, honestly. It's got to be prevalent. Like Coach Greg Adams says, man, we got to talk about this every day because there's not a lot of outlets for men to hear that information, and it's crucial. It's crucial. No long-term relationships, no cohabitation, no marriages, unless you're fucking someone like Elon Musk who can afford a million divorces, which is still not. You need an airtight, sealed deal prenup, and no, we're not doing it. But we're going to talk about that. I just wanted to, break it down, some MMA news, because this is another thing. Before I got into that segment, my channel is already 98% men. The people that watch my channel, 98% men. So it works out. And it's younger men. I think the demographics say like 18 to 35. So, these are a lot of people that need to hear this information for sure, too. They haven't been divorced, raped, and all of that yet. They haven't had that experience, and they need to be prepared for this stuff. So I appreciate it, man. We got a couple news topics we're going to break down. Khabib Nurmagomedov is officially retired. I mean, he already retired in the ring. There was just talks of maybe him coming back, GSP, maybe going for 30-0. But after Conor McGregor lost 2, I mean, he's going to stay out. Maybe if Conor McGregor would have won, then he would have came back and fought McGregor or something like that for the big money. But Khabib is officially retired. And with that being said, Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira is set for the title. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know why Dustin Poirier's not in this. I mean, of course, Justin Gaethje's always a good. For sure I know why Charles Oliveira is here. But this should be like Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier, in my opinion. Like, what? Oh, well, I guess Poirier's going for the McGregor trilogy, so that's why he's going to probably sit this one out. But Michael Chandler, man, this guy came in, one UFC fight, fighting for the title. Hey, that's a very big opportunity for Michael Chandler, coming from Bellator, getting this opportunity. And if he beats Charles Oliveira, man, Michael Chandler is going to be making waves. Former Bellator guy came over here, got the UFC belt, and Oliveira is on a tear. He just beat like Tony Ferguson. He's on like a 7-fight win streak. Man, Khabib Nurmagomedov, I mean, that's the thing. With Khabib Nurmagomedov retiring, it's opening doors for guys like Michael Chandler. This is a huge door open for Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira, because both of these guys probably would have lost to Khabib, and now they've got the opportunity to get the big bucks. Hit me on email full-time. Got to build on your journey. Hey, I don't have time really to do anything right now between YouTube, between my day job full-time, with overtime sometimes, between my business, between the gym. I don't have time to hit nobody doing anything. If you want to hit me, you're gonna have to let me know on here what you're going with, or maybe email me, and then I'll have time to see what you're talking about. But I don't really have time to do a lot of reaching out. Like, I'm grinding right now, brother. But I appreciate it. Paid in full. He says, T-Bone says, do they make big Dagestani, or do they make big Dagestani, or only smaller guys? No, they got guys like what? Magomed and Kalayev. They got a couple big dudes, but that's funny you say that. Their smaller ones definitely seem to be the cream of the crop. Alexander Volkanovski, we talked a little bit about it earlier. He tested positive for COVID-19, and he's out of his title defense versus Brian Ortega. This was going to be the second title fight on this card. Volkanovski was likely going to come in here and put a bully beat down on Brian Ortega. Just tear him up, man. Unless Brian Ortega pulled off a submission, which would have been interesting. Maybe some sort of fucking flying guillotine or armbar, or I mean, it would have been a difficult matchup for Ortega, but he's a little slick motherfucker that can definitely pull off some submissions. You looking fresh? You lost weight, yes sir. I appreciate it. I'm trying to lose even more, man. I'm down. Let me show you this picture if you haven't seen it. Look at this picture. This was me, like high school, maybe freshman year. I was always a little fat fuck. I was fat. Let me see. Like, just fat. I was always a fat kid. Like, just growing up, unhealthy food, didn't know anything about nutrition, didn't exercise much because I was fucking depressed and all that shit. But now, I'm literally a lower weight right now than I was in, like, high school. I'm, like, middle school weight right now. And I'm still dropping, just complete change of, it's a different lifestyle. Face is not as big and round as it was. Congrats. Yes, sir. And it's, like I said, this is just a middle point. I'm still dropping because I'm just drinking water, eating healthier, working out more. There's nothing that can, like, it's just a complete, I used to eat a lot and drink soda and all that shit. But it has been spring break, and it's my ex's birthday. It's my birthday. So I've got the Hennessy on deck. I don't know, spring break for my day job. I got a paid vacation for a week, so I only work 2 hours a night for this week, just at my business. And then YouTube, I'm changing stuff up. I'm trying to get new slides. I'm doing a lot, man. I'm trying to get a lot done. And right now, I'm like really low on funds because I'm waiting on my business check to come in. I get paid next Friday. All type of stuff going on, but we got stuff in the works, man. Give me time, and I'm gonna be just upgrading the quality of the channel, talking about more stuff. I got all types of stuff, man. I got a lot of work to do, and I'm looking forward to doing it. As far as my business is concerned, as far as YouTube is concerned, as far as the gym is concerned, just as far as life is concerned, I got a lot of work, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm definitely glad I know all about these motherfucking M-dubs. Let's go. Keep improving, brother. Yes, sir, man. That's the goal. Keep improving, focusing just 100% on the future. And I'm knowing I got the future to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning 30 on the 30th. So in 9 days, I'll be turning 30 years old. And I got a lot of information to help me into the future. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited about it. So Volkanovski is out versus Brian Ortega. I don't think they're going to have an interim title fight. But if they did, it would be interesting to see who Brian Ortega is booked against. UFC is finalizing Cody Garbrandt versus Rob Font bantamweight main event. Cody Garbrandt going to be coming back after he was supposed to be going down to 125 pounds, but he was pulled from his fight with Davison Figueiredo. I forget for the reason, injury, COVID, something. It sounds like it might have been the weight cut behind the scenes because he's not cutting back down there for a title fight. Maybe he didn't have that opportunity, so he's just going to stick to 135. With TJ Dillashaw being back, he might want to come back just for a potential another fight with TJ too. Who knows? Maybe years later, TJ off the roids. TJ already beat him twice, but who knows? Maybe it could happen again in the future. Will you be dropping a breakdown and prediction video for fight cards in the near future? Yeah, I'm gonna do one for UFC 260, 100%. I'm breaking this down, brother. Growth and development. That's what, yes, sir. All right, go to Cody Garbrandt-Rob Font. Rob Font. Let's pull up Rob Font. See how he's been doing. Build this matchup up a little bit. Rob Font Tapology. Rob Font Tapology. In this moment. Hey, 18-4, Rob Font, not fucking around. Ooh, he's the one that just knocked out Marlon Moraes in the first round. What the hell? Sergio Pettis, Ricky Simone, Marlon Moraes. Rob Font is coming for a title shot, guys. He is not fucking around. Yo, these are serious wins. Sergio Pettis, Ricky Simone, Marlon Moraes. I mean, he lost to Pedro Munoz and Assunção. Those are killers. He's beat Douglas Andrade, Matt Schnell, Thomas Almeida, Rob Font. These 3 wins in a row, Pettis, Simone, Moraes, he could have got a title shot damn near off of that. Who's the bantamweight champ right now? Sterling, it was Jan. Oh, yeah, they've been having all that Peter Yan shit going on as far as fighting these guys and getting title shots. But Rob Font's on the way. And now we got Aljo and Jan, who got a rematch, so it makes sense. The winner of this fight might fight for the title. Garbrandt versus Jan. Oh, yeah. I could see them skipping Cody to the title shot with a big win over Rob Font. This is going to be a good fight. Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt. Holy shit, that's going to be a sick fight. Woo, that's going to be a sick fight. Holy shit, that's a good one, man. And then TJ Dillashaw, the motherfucking snake, is back. He's back and he's here to take on babyface Cory Sandhagen. We got heel versus babyface. I cannot wait. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's go. TJ Dillashaw back from his USADA suspension from the EPO that he was called out on for years. He still got knocked out by little Henry Cejudo. Don't matter. But now he's back. He probably found a way to beat USADA. If not, he's probably going to look completely different. But I don't think he's going to look different for some reason. We'll see. He's taking on Cory Sandhagen. He's taking on Cory Sandhagen. Cory Sandhagen, who's he coming off of a win to? I know he lost to Aljamain Sterling, but he came back and got a win over somebody else. Cory Sandhagen. Was it Marlon Moraes? think he knocked out Marlon Moraes. Nice ass knockout. Frankie Edgar. Oh, he just flying me Frankie Edgar after he knocked out Marlon Moraes. Let's fucking go. Sandhagen versus Dillashaw. Sandhagen's on a tear right now. Oh shit, man. Cody Garbrandt versus Font and TJ Dillashaw versus Sandhagen. These are hellified fights, man. Looking forward to these. We got a lot of good fights coming up. Of course, UFC 260 this weekend. I will drop a breakdown and prediction of these fights, guys. That is about it for today's show. I do thank you guys who came through to the live chat. And if you're watching this on the replay, also make sure you hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Don't be a baby back bagel biting beta milk, because you know what time it is. It's full-time MMA. And like I said, more to come on the dynamics of intersexual relationships between M-dubs and modern men. We're going to talk about it. Like I said, more upgrades coming. I want sound buttons. I'm going to have a wall of, like, wall of knowledge. It's like, I'm going to go to the middle of the screen, and I'm going to have, like, Kevin Samuels up here, Coach Greg Adams up here, Fresh and Fit over here, Tom Likens over here, Rollo Tomasi over here, motherfucking Donovan Sharp down here, and it's just going to be like a wall of modern philosophers. It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be fucking dope. So thank you guys for coming through. Like I said, thumbs up, share. Also, you guys got to share the video, because we're shadow banned 6 ways from Sunday. Hopefully that changes. One of our videos has went viral recently. I'm going to start trying to use less profanity and all of that stuff, and less. I'm going to start trying to clean the channel up a bit, shall I say. So thank you guys for coming through again. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to the gym. I'll see you guys. Let the full-time family know what you talking about in the comments. Take one more shot before I go.